Hi friends, so there is a lot of sun on my face right now and you can barely even see me, but I just thought it works. Welcome back to my channel. So for today I'm going to be discussing, I'm still in New York, I am going home next week. I just think, hey, while I've got the time, why not be filming? I'm sorry about that train. I know I've been saying it in every video, but that train is very loud, so I want to apologize for that. But I've been in New York for a while. By the time you see this, I would have probably moved back into my mum's house or be in the process of moving to my mum's house. And I know there's going to be questions about why, so I thought I'd let you know. When I was young, I traveled a lot. I was never home. I was never that child that like felt homesick or felt attached to my home or wanted to be home. I just loved being out and about. Love my mum and my sister, have a great relationship with them. We're literally like the best of friends, but I'm just a travel kind of girl. So, oh, that's sun. So I would find myself traveling around a lot. Even when I was 16, I'd go to Spain or go to intern in London or go to Camp America or be doing this, that, the third. So then when the pandemic hit, it was very odd for me to actually be at home for the entire year, just being at home. I'd never actually done it for a long time, and I was like, this is different. And I just realized that I really enjoy my own space and I wanted a chance to be an independent person. So I vowed to myself that when my degree at Harvard was over, I was going to move out and go to London, because it'd been a lot. The pandemic was a long time. I was at home with my family and I was like, oh, I need some space, guys, love you lots, but I need to go be V, you know. So I moved to London, a week after my graduation. I was like, bye, see y'all later, I'm out of here. So I left and I moved into the beautiful apartment that you've been seeing in my videos for the past year and 4 months, and I had a blast, loved it there. However, when I was now going, I knew that I'd only be doing that for a year, so I chose a very luxury, beautiful, gorgeous, stunning, and a little bit expensive apartment, because I was like, it's for 1 year, then I'm off to go and study and do my PhD. But obviously I didn't get into you know where. I got rejected from you know who rhymes with you know who. I got rejected, so my plans had to change. So I was like, oh, I hadn't intended or budgeted to be here for 2 years. I only budgeted to live in this kind of place for a year. So once I got into my school, another place, I was like, okay, I'm going. And then they were like, by the way, our program is only begin every 2 years. I was like, okay, that's fine. So I have to, regardless, I have to take an extra year out. But I knew the moment I saw that letter, I was like, I'm not going to be living here because the rent is insane. Like, I just didn't think I could justify doing it for 2 years. 1 year, yeah, I still stand by it. No regrets. It's what I wanted, to live in London, to have that experience and to have it in a really nice place. And I did it, and I'm proud of myself, and I would not take it back in a heartbeat. But I never intended for it to be more than a year. So fast forward, I was like, okay, I travel a lot anyway, so I'm not actually even getting the most out of this apartment. I'm never home. I'm away most of the time. And it got to a point where my friends were staying and my sister was staying in my apartment more than I was. So I would leave the keys with them when I'm away so they can enjoy it, because I was like, for the price of paying, somebody better be using these amenities, this gym, the cinema, the rooftop, all of this stuff. And even just the office. I had an office, a 2-bedroom and 2-bath apartment for one person. Number one is ridiculous, but number two, a waste if you're never there. So yeah, anyway, my friends and family were enjoying it when I was away, but then I was like, I've become a hotel. Like, I'm actually paying rent for other people to live there. This just doesn't make any sense. So the point is, I decided that I should move back home to my mom's house, because number one, it's time to save money for this PhD. PhDs are not cheap, especially not in the USA. Even if I get a scholarship, I'm still gonna need things like books, rent, traveling back home to see my family, whatever. I need to save. And then number two, I'm always traveling, and I felt like I was stopping my travels because of the apartment, because I felt guilty to always never be there when I was paying so much for rent. So I was like, what if this is always my tactic, it's either I travel or live in the apartment, and I really want to travel, but I feel bad for having the apartment, so let's just get rid of the apartment and still travel. You get it? And I did the same thing when I had my car. I was like, everybody was telling me off for always getting on a train or getting in an Uber or asking for someone else to take me or getting the bus or whatever, and walking past my car being like, V, why are you walking into an Uber when you have a car? And I was like, you know what, let's get rid of the car so I can get the train and not have anyone making noise in my ear. So that's the approach that I'm using here. And the reason I stopped driving was because it just gave me anxiety. I feel like I was always going to a location where I'm going to be doing something, like, I don't know, speaking or doing a fundraiser or something, and I'm thinking about what I'm about to do. I'm thinking about it so much that I'm not focusing on the road. So I felt like I was a danger to people. I never had a crash, never did anything wrong. My car was in perfect condition. However, I just felt like mentally I'm not a driver. My mind is elsewhere and I could hurt someone. So I stopped driving, but then it meant that I'd walk past the car to get into another form of transportation. So right now, the apartment is becoming like the car. I'm going to the apartment, packing a new bag and leaving. Like right now, been in America for nearly a month. My apartment is just there, unlived in, unoccupied, but the rent keeps coming out. So anyway, to wrap it up, I had to make a decision, and I was like, I'm going back home. And also, I like my mom's home. I have missed them, and I feel like things are going to be a bit different now, especially with me having already lived out. My mom's going to be working. My sister's now got a full-time job. I just feel like it's different from when I was there during the pandemic, because no one could go anywhere. So we were all stuck in each other's face and space 24/7 a day, apart from the one walk a day that we could take. So I think now will be different. I'll just be doing my thing, they'll be doing their thing, kind of like housemates. And I love my childhood room. I like being with my sister. I like the fact that my mum will be cooking for me again. I've gained so much weight. I know y'all have noticed it. Friend, I know, listen, I know you at home with your socks on, drinking your cup of tea while you're watching this video. I know you've noticed, okay? I've noticed it. My clothes have noticed it. There are some clothes that I have that no longer zip, okay? So I know why, because I don't necessarily enjoy cooking that much. So then I would end up ordering a lot, and you know what's gonna happen there. You just, you know, whatever. And then I wouldn't be doing as much exercise because my job is sitting down on the internet, you know. So I wasn't doing as much. Whereas when I'm at home, my family, maybe a takeaway once every 2 weeks or something, but otherwise it's healthy home cooked food. And I was so used to eating that. And then when I left, I couldn't make it myself, so then I was ordering, which is not very good. But I'm excited to get order back in my life, going to the gym with my sister, eating healthy food made by my mom, helping out in the house, like, you know, things that keep me active. So yeah, I thought someone was knocking on the door. That's why I am moving out of my apartment and going to my mom's house. I'm really excited because my mom and I have a lot of fun together. When I was out living in my apartment or traveling, if you see my call log, I call my sister every day and talk to her for 3 or 4 hours, and call my mom for like half an hour. And it got to a point of like, why are we separate? Like, what's the point? I'm not ready for that. So for the next year, I'll be living at home, but I'll be traveling a lot. So I'll be part-time living at home in a way. So yeah, that's the situation. I'm really excited. A year and 4 months away will make you miss people. So we'll see what the next 10 months at home while I prepare for this PhD will look like. And I think it's the way I can concentrate. Applying for more schools, I feel like needs to be done at home. No distractions, no craziness, just a supportive family and a mom who cooks. So excited. So yeah, that is it. That's why I'm moving back home. Hope that answers your questions. I wish we'd done like an Instagram Q&A, because I'm pretty sure you guys would have given me some good questions, but I hope that answers it. If not, comment below and I will be in the comments. Hope you guys are enjoying the consistency that we've got going on right now. Can we just talk about that? Anyways, I'm gonna dash because I'm in New York and I really have spent so much time sitting on this floor. It's probably time for me to get active, but love you lots and can't wait to move back to Birmingham.